Good afternoon. Welcome to Essex Police. You can now report non-emergency crime, road traffic collisions, and lost or found property online. If you have access to the internet, please visit our website and look for the Do It Online link. Please listen carefully, as our menu options have changed. Please... Up here.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. I'm really struggling to try and get some information. I've done about 3 days worth of phone calls to this number. Not getting anywhere, just getting sort of basically arrogant inspectors.
Right, okay,
right.
Let's start from the beginning then. What is it you want information
I
about?
would like to be given the legislation that says when and for what reason the police can use any, like the PNC or facial recognition. What are the guidelines for that?
Right.
Well, not really a guideline. I want to know the legislation. There must be some.
Right. Well, I imagine there is legislation. Yeah, I would imagine you can look it up online.
But that's what I'm trying to get hold of. What am I looking up? What is it? Is it under PACE or?
Well, I don't think that you'd be allowed into PACE, which that's a police
program,
isn't it?
No, PACE is legislation.
Yeah, I know, but it's a.
So I'm saying, is it under PACE that they're using to be able to look up someone when they don't actually suspect them of a crime to get their personal details? Is it in PACE code, or is it some other different legislation that I could be pointed towards and then look it up and see what's going on?
I'm a telephonist. I've got no idea if it's PACE code or not. None at all.
The police don't seem to know either.
Right. Well, I certainly don't. I mean, I know what PACE is, but I certainly don't know what they use it for. When you say you've been speaking to arrogant people, what department is arrogant people come from?
I spoke to someone this morning.
Yeah.
He was a call handler. He was really good, and he actually said, by the sound of what I was telling him, he said he thinks that it was a misuse of police powers and the PNC. And then he said, what I'll do is I'll write down all what you're saying, and I'll get an inspector to call you. The inspector rang up, and basically I couldn't even get a word in. He was just shouting over me. And I was like, look, can you let me finish what I'm saying? And then he'd be like, okay. And then I'd start talking, and then he'd just be like, blah, 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 all over me. So that conversation did not go anywhere.
Do you know the inspector's name?
McKenna or McKelly.
Oh, right. No, that doesn't mean anything to me.
He was operational control or support, something like that. I don't really want to talk to him ever again.
Right, okay.
But basically, there must be someone. There's got to be someone in the police force. Or are the police just running around just doing what they want and they don't actually know any law? I'm really scared.
I'm not even going to answer that. it doesn't deserve an answer. Right. I think that you're probably your best bet, because I can only do what that call taker done and take the details. Well, I couldn't do it, but a call taker could take the details and get someone to call you. But you're saying that's not what you want. So the only other thing I can suggest is that you speak to the Citizens Advice Bureau and see if they can point you in the right direction as to find out these things, because that's the sort of thing that they deal with.
But shouldn't the police be giving me this information, considering they're the ones that are enforcing these so-called laws?
Right. No, they're not so-called laws, though. They are laws, right?
Well, yeah, but we don't know that yet, do we? Because no one's actually been able to provide me with the legislation.
Yeah, but our laws are laws, aren't they? They're not so-called laws. They're laws, aren't they?
Well,
right. But, yeah, but you don't want to speak to whoever...
I'll speak to it if there's a sergeant or another inspector available now, as long as it's not the McKenna or whatever his name was.
Yeah, but I don't know what his name was, do I? Because you're
saying
I just
McKenna
told you. Or whatever. No, you said McKenna or whatever his name was.
Well, it's McKelly or McKenna. So if there's...
that's not what you said. Hold on a minute.
Oh, God.
Well, it isn't what you said. Right, I haven't got
a McKenna. I did say that. I'll record all my phone calls. So,
okay, I haven't got a McKenna or a McKelly.
Good.
Right, I've got a McKinley.
Oh, it's probably him. Yeah, I don't want to talk to him.
No.
I'd like to talk to at least a sergeant, because this...
Right, which area do you live in?
In Essex.
Yeah, what part of Essex?
To be fair, maybe we could try somewhere different.
No, I'm in Essex, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask to see if I can get a sergeant.
Yeah.
What part of Essex do you live in?
I'm in Southend, but...
In Southend, right.
Yeah.
And what is it you need to know? What do you think's gone wrong?
I need to know, the legislation that states that police can basically look up anyone for no reason when they're not suspected of a crime.
Right, and so you think you've been looked up for no reason?
Yes, no, I've got a video recording of it. It's on the internet already.
Yeah. The police looking it up?
I was not suspected of a crime. Yeah. I was video recording in public.
Yeah.
And then the policeman said, "What are you doing?" And I just basically said nothing to him because I don't need to. And then he said, "What's your name?" So obviously he didn't know who I was. Then he sat in his car, and then he was on his radio, and then he got his mobile phone out, took a picture of me, and then the next minute they wound down the window and they said my first name. So obviously they knew who I was.
Okay.
They didn't know 2 seconds before. So obviously they've used the PNC to find out who I am. Police can use BNC, but there must have been a reason they were trying to find out who you were. Exactly.
But all the same for that, did you get the police officer's badge number?
Yeah, there's two of them. There's a female and a male.
And what are their numbers?
God, I've gone through this about 4 times already, but okay.
But not with me.
No, I know. Okay.
No, right.
Right. The male one was 77138.
77138, yeah.
38, yeah. And the female was 70762.
Right.
Obviously, I'm going to do subject access request because they were recording me with body cam as well. My name is Ben.
And your surname?
Harrison.
Right, hold on.
Right.
Right, hold on, Ben.
Okay.
I'm trying to get through to somebody there. Hold on.
All right, thank you.
Right, well, hello, Ben. Well, I'm sorry, but I've been through to Southend and there's nobody available to take the call at the moment. You'll just have to try and look it up yourself or go to the
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
so
right.
you're public service and you're not going to help me. Can we try someone in Basildon?
It won't help because they can't help you. I'm really
Why
sorry.
can't they help me?
I've been advised.
So they don't know the law then? They really don't know the law? Is that what you're saying?
It would appear that way. I need
so
to
the police
Yeah.
are abusing their powers, and you're saying that you can't help me. And the reason I think you're saying you can't help me is because you've spoken to someone.
Right, let me tell you something.
And they've
the reason I've told you I can't help you is because I've been advised that we can't help you. So from now on, that is the end of my conversation. Goodbye.
Right, okay.